Has God called you, but all you see is reasons or excuses why you can't? Moses had the same self doubt. Join me today as we study the Word of God to find out God's answers to these doubts. Here on Refining Grace, where we study the Word of God to become refined, strengthened, and full of God's grace. When we think of Moses, we usually think of all the mighty acts that God used him to do, the Ten Commandments that God gave him, bringing the Israelites out of Egypt, seeing the waters parted. We don't think of him as someone with self doubt. But when you look at when God called him, Moses was a man of doubt. He didn't think that he could do it. Just like when God calls us, we usually don't think that we can do it. When God called Moses at the burning bush, Moses had 5 doubts. The first one was Moses asked God, "Who am I? God, why are you choosing me? I'm the one that ran away. I've been running away for 40 years. You see, Moses was 80 here. He wasn't a young man. He had spent 40 years in Egypt, then he ran away, and he spent 40 years in the desert. He says, why are you choosing me? I've been hiding for 40 years. But in that 40 years, God was preparing him. Moses had been a shepherd during that time, and he was learning to lead as a shepherd. But when Moses asked, "Who am I? Why are you choosing me? What can I do?" God said, "I'll be with you." God was saying, "Moses, don't worry, because you're not going to do it in yourself. I'm going to be there with you through the whole thing. Just trust me." His second doubt was, who should I say sent me? God, I can't just go and say, yeah, there's this burning bush and, there was fire, but it wasn't on fire. And now I'm here to lead you out. They're not going to believe me. Who can I say sent me? God said, tell them I am sent you. I am that I am. That can also be, I will be what I will be. God said, trust me. I'm going to be exactly what you need me to be. He didn't know it, but he said, I'm going to be the one that shows you how to lead. I'm going to be the one that gives you the 10 Commandments, that writes them out in stone. I'm going to be the one that parts the waters. I'm going to be the one when there's no water in the desert that brings water from a rock. I am that I am. I will be what I will be. I will be just what you need. The third one is, what if they don't believe me? God, why would they believe me? Last they see me, I look like an Egyptian. I talk like an Egyptian. I lived like an Egyptian. And then I ran away. I didn't live with them. I ran away. Why are they going to believe me? So God gave him 3 signs to show him that God had chosen him. God told him, lay your staff down. And when he laid his staff on the ground, it became a serpent. Then when he picked it up, it became his rod again. God told him, put your hand in your cloak. And when he took it out, it had leprosy. He said, put it back. When he put it back and took it out, his hand was soft as new, like baby skin. It was brand new. He said, that Nile River that they worship, I'm going to turn it into blood. They're going to know that I sent you. There's not going to be a question. Just trust me. Fourth, he said, God, I'm not eloquent. I'm slow of speech. He also said, I'm slow of tongue. Scholars believe that Moses stuttered because of this statement. He's saying, God, words don't come out of my mouth easily. I don't talk easily. Words stutter their way out. They're slow when they come out. I understand this. I do not like to talk. Sitting here and talking in front of a camera is way out of my comfort zone. Words don't come easy to me. But God told him, who made man's mouth? I'm going to help you speak, and I'm going to teach you what to say. Don't worry about the words coming out of your mouth. I made you. I know how you talk. It's okay. I'm going to help you speak. And you're not going to have to worry about what words to say because I'm going to give them to you. I'm going to teach you what to say. Just like God teaches me every day what to say. And I'm so glad that he does that. But Moses still had doubts. So the fifth thing he said was, please send somebody else. God, I just can't do it. I'm not strong enough. I'm not big enough. I'm not good enough. I'm too old. I can just imagine what was going through his head because many of the same thoughts go through our heads each and every day. Now, after everything God had told him, God was a little upset with him, but God still chose him. You see, God had already provided the solution. Moses didn't know it, but his brother Aaron was already on the way because God had called Aaron to meet Moses. God had already provided the answer before the question was even asked. So God told him, so don't worry, I've got a solution. You're not going to be by yourself. He sent someone to help. And God's going to send someone to help you, whether it's a prayer warrior, someone to work side by side with, someone to give you strength and encouragement, someone to help study the Bible with. God's going to send you someone because that's who he is. And he's already prepared it. So today we can say, I can't. We can say, I can't because of this or that. But God says, I know. I know you can't, not by yourself. But it's okay because I can. I'm going to do it through you. I'm going to do it with you. You're not going to be by yourself. Just trust me, because that's all you need. If you receive something out of this lesson, ask that you watch the next lesson that's coming up over here. May God bless you and keep you. May he make his face to shine upon you and give you peace.